What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Dr. Ambitious right here, and in this video what I want to talk to you guys about is why many traders are failing the prop firm challenges. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I've experienced it myself. I've failed multiple challenges, especially last year when the FTMO hype came out. I literally failed lots of challenges back to back, and I want to talk to you guys about why I failed those challenges and why many other traders are in my boat right now. Because this is a topic many people don't talk about, and lots of people are experiencing it. And you will be wowed and you will be really shocked if you find out how much people have blown on just challenges alone. This money can feed families in lots of villages. I'm literally serious. Like, people have blown 17 grand, 10 grand, some people have blown 20 grand on many challenges, and at the end of the day they've passed none of them. They've never been funded. So why is this going on? And sometimes this money that they've literally blown on all these challenges, it's literally more than what they would have blown if it was, if they were putting it in their own trading account. So let's talk about the main thing right here. It's the number one killer when it comes to taking these prop firm challenges is expectations. You see big capital to trade, and the first thing you think about is, boom, this is it. It's time for me to be free financially. You start thinking of the results. You start getting obsessed with the long-term goal. You start getting obsessed with the end goal, and that's where your focus is rather than the process. So you see, you're misplacing your priorities here. You're more focused on the end goal than the process itself, which requires a lot of time and a lot of energy. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors out there, says he enjoys the process more than the actual results. Now think about that. If you focus more on the process, there's a very high chance you will be successful. But because you are too caught up on the results, you tend to make decisions that you shouldn't be making in your trading, that at the end of the day you blow the challenge. So your expectations has to be realistic, and you need to focus not on the results but on the process. Because if you focus more on the process, it's gonna eventually take you to where you want to get to in regards to that financial freedom that you want. All it takes is perseverance, and you need to be persistent with everything you do. Just take it one day at a time, and eventually you will achieve what you need to achieve. I would rather achieve something in 3 months than try to achieve it in a month and end up spending a year to achieve it. And this is really what happens in regards to this prop firm trading. We want to achieve things very quick because we think it's gonna go away, but it's not really going away. These prop firms have been around for a long time, and they will still be around for a very long time. So be patient and reduce your expectations. Don't try to pass the challenge quicker than is realistic for you. If you've never made 10% before in a month, why do you think you can make it in 10 days? It just doesn't make any sense. So your expectations has to be realistic. That's number one. Number two is the rules. Many of these prop firms have rules that you have to meet, and sometimes these rules is bad for your psychology. Trading itself is a very difficult task, and when you have maximum of 30 days to complete a challenge, it puts a lot of pressure on you, even though you have another opportunity to take it again. But because that time is there, you'll be surprised at what it actually does to you mentally and psychologically. It puts pressure on you. So by the time you're 2 weeks in and you're nowhere close to your profit target, you start to panic a little bit, and you feel you need to double up on your trades, and that can make you fail the challenge. So that itself, you need to learn to overcome that, so that you don't blow the challenge and you are able to be patient. Now, the maximum trading days, it's there 30 days. I'm speaking specifically to FTMO and all these companies that have similar structure. FTMO is there. You have maximum daily loss and maximum loss. Many of you can accommodate 20%, 30% drawdown on your actual account. But when it comes to this prop firm, many of them, they cannot tolerate anything more than 10% drawdown. This is really bad for some people because if you're close to that 10%, it's very hard to come back up. And what do you do when when that happens? You go YOLO and you're like, okay, I'm gonna take one more trade. If it wins, it wins. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And before you know it, you blow the challenge and then you spend more money. You say, oh, now I know what the problem is. Now I can fix it. Guess what you do now? You buy another challenge. You make the same mistake. You're like, oh, now I'm gonna change my mistakes. Now I'm gonna fix up on what I'm doing wrong. And then you pay again. So it keeps so it becomes an unending cycle. And if you don't start doing what's right, before you know it, you've spent so much money. I've had someone reach out to me saying, oh, I got a loan from a bank, almost 20 grand, and I've blown all of it on FTMO challenge. It literally showed me up to 17 FTMO challenge that he just blew all his money on. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. The guy was like, oh, I'm depressed and all that stuff. So this is where you guys don't want to end up. You don't want to end up depressed, and the last thing you want is having mental issues because of trading. Many people have mental issues right now because of trading, and if you ask them, how was your life before trading? My life was perfect. That's what they would tell you. My life was fine. If I was living the same way, at least I'll be okay, as opposed to experiencing what I'm experiencing now in regards to trading. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the leverage. Many of these prop firm gives you a very, very high leverage, 1 to 100, 1 to 200. See, when you have access to so much leverage, there's a very high chance of you using it. If your max daily drawdown is 2%, 5% on many of these prop firms. So let's say you have $5,000, you can't afford to lose in a day. The moment you lose 2,000, you can lose another 2,000. You can enter as much trades as possible in a day, and the leverage that you have will allow you to enter those trades. That's why this can be a trap in a way. Now, I'm not against prop firm trading. I love prop firm trading. Prop firm trading does a lot of changes to people's life if they do it properly. But if you don't know how to use leverage, there's a very high chance it's gonna work against you. There's something we read when we're signing up for a brokerage firm. It says the leverage is very high. It can work for you or against you. So this is what happens with all these challenges. The leverage literally works against us in these cases because we use it so much, and it makes us take a lot of trades that we shouldn't even be taking in the first place. And what do? We blow the challenge. So there's some prop firms out there that are actually good. Some give you 1 to 10 leverage. Some gives you 1 to 1 leverage. Some gives you 1 to 3 leverage. These prop firms right here requires a lot of patience on the trader's end. But many traders are not patient. That's another point. We are not patient because we want results now. That's why we keep, we get all this money to pay on the challenge, but the results don't really come because we are not patient. The results can only come when you're patient. So how can you fix this problem? How can you stop failing prop firm challenges? You have to stop taking challenges with a high leverage. Take a challenge that has a restricted leverage for you, a challenge that forces you to be patient, which is what I'm doing now with Lux trading. The challenge maximum leverage is 1 to 10, even with the funded account, 1 to 10 maximum. So with this prop trading, you can't really trade. If I'm in 2 trades, that's it. I don't think I'll be able to enter another trade because of the leverage. 1 to 10, that's it. And you want a prop firm that doesn't give you maximum, time to achieve your goal. So Lux trading is another one. There's no maximum time limit. There are other prop firms as well, and I'm not trying to promote Lux trading in this video, but I've seen so much in this prop firm that I think it will be the best option for many traders that have been failing FTMO so many times, and in other companies like FTMO. You need a company that has no time limit for you to complete the challenge. You need a company with a lower leverage, and you need to reevaluate your expectations and set your expectations wisely and make it realistic. If you can do these three things, I can guarantee you are starting to set yourself up for success. And if you can be patient, it's gonna happen, guys. Just focus on that. Most of you have a good strategy, but you are not really applying it because of a psychology, because you're not patient, because you just want results now. So if you can just try these things that I've talked about in this video and see how it works out for you, and try to ignore everybody else that is making lots of money with this prop firm. Focus on you, focus on your raise. And if it's gonna take you a year to actually brush up yourself, do that. And after 1 year, you're gonna really love where you are. It's better to finish this year better than you were yesterday than finishing this year without any change. Because every single year everyone makes their goals, but when the year ends, can you really say, oh, I've progressed, I've made some changes, oh, I'm a better trader now? You don't want to waste a year paying for prop front and failing all of it over and over again. That's ridiculous. So hopefully with this video, I hope I've been able to help you guys. I wish you guys best of luck in your challenges. Be patient, make your expectations realistic, take a prop firm with low leverage, and you should be fine. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thank you.